If you eat healthy foods, will you be healthy? Well, yes and no. It depends. It depends on what? Well, that is what I'm going to be talking about today. And what I'm going to tell you, I wish that I'd known this before my husband Mike got brain cancer and after he got his brain cancer. Maybe it might have prevented his cancer and maybe it could have saved him. But no matter how hard I wish, those wishes can't come true. So instead I have a wish for you, and my wish for you is that you know what I'm about to share and you act on it. So, if you eat healthy foods, will you be healthy? It depends. It depends on how your body uses the energy and the nutrients from those healthy foods. So the next obvious question is, what determines how your body will use the energy and the nutrients from those healthy foods? And it really depends on what state your body is in. You see, your body has two states, the survival state and the living life state. So essentially, when we are stressed, fearful, anxious, when we have negative emotions, the body assumes that you are under immediate threat and it automatically switches into survival mode. Whereas when you're feeling happy and joyful and excited and full of gratitude and love and joy, the body assumes that all is well, that you are safe, and it just switches into living life mode. It's just fabulous, actually. So depending on which state or mode your body is in will determine what systems are functioning. So you'll either have your immediate survival systems functioning, or you'll have your living life systems functioning. So let's look at your health systems, like your immune system, your growth and repair systems, your natural healing systems. Now, these systems are switched off. They are switched off when you are in survival mode, because these systems are considered non-essential when you are under immediate threat. Okay, they are considered non-essential because right now you'll have to focus on immediate survival. I mean, it makes sense really, because if you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, you really don't want to be worrying about your immune system, growth and repair, etc. I mean, you really want to focus on getting away and surviving the saber-toothed tiger. But conversely, and I love the conversely, when you are in living life mode, then your health systems are all switched on and they're functioning, and these systems are all obviously essential for long-term survival. So now there is some good news, then there's some bad news, and then there is some more good news. So what is the good news? The good news is that the body's ability to automatically switch into survival mode when there is a threat to your immediate survival is the reason that we have survived so long. So that mechanism is just fabulous. It's good news. But the bad news is we seem to have got ourselves stuck in survival mode most of the time. We seem to have got stuck with having our health systems switched off most of the time. I mean, it's a bold statement, I know. So what evidence do I have, or why do I say it? Well, the biggest cause of death is stress-related diseases. Diseases as a result of being stuck in survival mode. Also, 90% plus of doctors' visits are stress-related. In other words, as a result of being stuck in survival mode. So being in survival mode has become an habitual way of being for a lot of people, and it has a detrimental impact on health. So even though, okay, I've just given this bad news, there is good news. I like to finish on some good news. The good news is that we can break the habit of being in survival mode or stress mode, and we can become skilled at switching our bodies into the living life mode, and therefore have our health system switched on most of the time. So when we eat those healthy foods, they will be used by the health systems to build your immunity, for growth and repair, for your natural healing. So the big question is, therefore, okay, if we can become skilled at switching our body into that living life mode, well, how do we do it? I mean, what tells our bodies to be in survival mode or living life mode? Well, your emotions do. You see, when you're feeling stressed, anxious, fearful, those negative emotions, those emotions get converted by the brain into chemicals that tell your body, okay, it's survival mode time. And when you're feeling happy and joyful and full of love and excitement and appreciation, those emotions get converted by the brain into chemicals that tell the body it's time to go into living life mode. So it makes sense. If you can be in the driver's seat with generating happy emotions, you can be masterful at having your body be in that living life mode. Apart, of course, from the odd encounter that you have with a saber-toothed tiger. When you are in the driver's seat with generating happy emotions, I call that having happiness as a superpower. So now we'll just go back again and revisit. If you eat healthy foods, again, will you be healthy? And as I said, it depends. And it depends on how your body uses that energy and those nutrients. And as you can see now and understand from what we've covered, if your body is in survival mode, the energy from that healthy foods will be used for immediate survival. Whereas if your body is in living life mode, the energy and the nutrients from that healthy food will be used by your health systems, because when you're in that living life mode, your health systems are switched on. So it really does depend on, as I said, what state your body is in. Now, as I mentioned, you can become skillful at generating happy emotions. I call that being in the driver's seat with generating happy emotions. And it's wonderful to acquire that skill. And I call that acquiring happiness as a superpower. Now, if you would like to acquire happiness as a superpower, I suggest you go and download my Happiness SuperPower Roadmap, and you can find that at happinesssuperpowerroadmap.com. That's happinesssuperpowerroadmap.com. Now, just before my Mike died from brain cancer, I asked him what he would like said at his funeral, and it was just 3 words: just do it. So, in Mike's words, just do it. Acquire happiness as your superpower. Bye.